Hey guys, it's JC's Reborn Journey here, and I'm here with part two of, we're going to be talking about what's going on since we've spoken last, and I was finishing up with self-care, so definitely making sure I take my meds every day around the same time. Speaking of that, I have to take them, but I try to have like a plan. So my plan is at 8 o'clock, you need to start winding down. It's time to put, a TV show on, sit down, relax, watch a movie, smoke weed if you have to, take your medication, let your meds work for you. I take Tegretol for my bipolar disorder. I take Protonics for my heartburn, or to control my heartburn issue. And then I take Naproxen for my bulge disc in my back, which also probably helps with my arthritis in my hips and in the bottom of my spine. But I need probably more help with that. I'm going to assume that if I didn't take it, I'd be in so much more pain with my arthritis. I do have a lot of pain, and every day is different. So some days are worse than others. Self-care is also respecting yourself. When you respect yourself, that means you have to respect your stuff. Making sure you have a clean home. Making sure your car is maintained, cleaned, smells good. Lighting a candle and relaxing with a candle. I put up my Christmas stuff up. Just different things that you need to do. I've also been trying really and this self-care, believe it or not, is actually being in communication. So having a regular communication with friends and family, instead of every once in a great while, and then you always call them when you want something. So my mom, for some reason, is so trained now that every time I call her, she thinks something's wrong. What's wrong? What do you need? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm trying to teach her that it's not that way anymore. I think it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I've been in contact with my dad more often, which is crazy. My brother Danny, my brother Michael. I've been trying to stay in communications with my stepfather, which is basically my mom and my dad. And then I've been trying to, and my sister. So me and my sister are, we're not close. Like, I'm sure if one of us needed each other, we'd be there for each other if we really needed each other. But you gotta learn to spend time, quality time, because life is too short, and you have to spend the time that you have here with your loved ones. And some people, I'm lucky enough to have a family that, even though, let's put it this way, I'm the craziest in my family. My family isn't really that crazy. And they're good people. Like, I just happen to have a good foundation home. Even though growing up, it wasn't easy for me, and I wasn't accepted in family, and I've always either been looked at, I feel, in my mind, either as a sick kid, even though I'm an adult. So I'm never being treated as, and probably because I look the same as I was 12. So I'm being treated as a child instead of an adult. So I'm either being looked at as a sick kid, or disabled, or just a crazy, whatever. It doesn't help that the testosterone has made my ADHD worse, which makes me sometimes talk faster. I also have a severe learning disability, which is called Receptive and Expressive language disorder. So what that means is it is hard to get my words out, and it's hard to perceive information. So when you're having ADHD and your brain's kind of circling stuff around in there, and you can't, keep a hold on it, you sometimes blurt out everything you're thinking about really quickly. And a lot of times people can't handle that. They don't realize I'm trying to tell you everything all at once really quickly so I can let you go, and people are just taken back by me sometimes because I talk too much, talk too fast, say too many things all at once, and I'm really just trying to get my freaking words out, So it's hard. It's definitely hard. I also have dyslexia, so I'm very dyslexic, so I can't understand. It's hard for me to read, but then it's hard for me to understand what I'm reading. So, and I've noticed in the last, like 2 weeks, I'm actually hearing people saying things backwards. So, somebody says, A, and I'm hearing D. Like, it was literally backwards. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And then I ask my friend, and my friend tells me, he goes, no, he's saying this, that, and the other thing. And I go, oh, okay. I'm like, I literally heard it backwards. That was like the first time I ever noticed it anyways, that I've heard things backwards. So it's just a thing in your brain. Your wires are not connected. Like, there's just a shortage. How's that? I can put it like a shortage. So it makes it hard to do things that normal people can do. Like online stuff, I'm not very good at that at all. Certain things I am, but apps I'm not really good at. And I don't have an attention span to sit down and pay attention. I'm not really, yeah, sure, I like video games, but you can't get me to sit down and play one for long enough. Yeah, I mean, literally, like for example, a bowling game. I'll play a bowling game, a string, maybe two. I lost interest. Now, if you went to the bowling alley and we went bowling together, I love to bowl. But I was just using that as an example. So, let me tell you what's been going on. So that was about self-care. I wanted to go more in detail with the self-care only because, things change. Everything changes. You learn things new every day. And I wanted to really talk about what's been going on. And then I'm also going to talk about, which might have to be in a part 3, is how I feel about things. Like, how I feel, like what makes me, because I'm transgender, what makes me uncomfortable, what makes me, different little things like that. But anyways, so let me tell you what's been going on. You guys know I started a business. I started a business. It's called Odd Jobs Unlimited, and we do odd jobs. We do everything. And when I say we, my friend and his son also work for me. I'm the owner. I'm the one that finds the jobs. I'm the one that hands out the money. I'm the one that gets the money from the customer. I'm the one that calls, makes the phone calls, does all the talking, tries to find a way to make the business better. And so far, so good. Things have been going good. And actually today was our last job, and we got a call, and the job that we were doing on the job, she wants more work done. And then this person called me out of the blue, found me on Google. So you can just Google Odd Jobs Unlimited, and you will find me to the whatever side that is. It's not the left. I think it's the right, but I'm not sure. Anyways, you'll see me with my picture on there. And then it'll have all the pictures that I did. And it's also going to bring you to my website. And I think it has my telephone number on there. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that one. Don't like that idea, but at the same token, it's a way to make money. So I really want to get out of where I'm living. I want to better my life. And this is the only way I can figure out how to do this. On top of that, my friend and his son really need money, really need work. And we need to, try and move forward. And this is the best way to do it. We make our own hours. We pick out what we want to do. Right now, we're willing to do just about anything. And it makes it hard for me, too, because of my physical disabilities. But because they've been building houses their entire life, it gives us such an opportunity of everything. We could do anything. Anything. You name it, we can do it. If we could build a house, we could build a house. So, here's a couple of things that have been happening. One, I tried to go with Angie Leads. Never go with Angie Leads. They are the worst company. They will steal everybody's money. They don't give you jobs. And they just take. And they won't even give me my money back. So, I'm having a dispute with them. I'm going to try and deal with that through the bank. Another thing is there was another company that tried coming after me as well because they found me on Google. They're going to do this, they're going to do that. Well, they took the money out of my account without me signing the paperwork and stuff, and asked for the money back. I told him, I said, just this time of year, it just wasn't a good opportunity for me to do it right now. We just started. We have no money. You know what I mean? I'm on SSDI. So I couldn't really, I have to be careful what I do. So but what really happened was is I talked to my dad. And my dad was just saying, there's a lot of scams out there, and it wasn't like this company was a scam. It's just, how do they do business? So what did I do? I went online and I Googled them and wanted to see some reviews, and they had some really, really bad reviews. And I'm not going to pay money to be tortured. So I decided not to go with them and move forward. And right now, I'm the one that's been finding all the jobs. Angie Lee's didn't find me any jobs. This other company's not going to help me find jobs. We can find jobs ourselves. So that's what I do. I am the one that I wake up really early now, which is crazy, but it's great at the same token. Every time I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm always checking Craigslist. I'm always checking. And if anybody has any input, like if you know any ways that I can advertise for free online, please let me know. I know I heard of TaskRabbit. I'm sure there's a couple others, but if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. I'd be happy to take that suggestion. I'm looking for places where I can market. I really want to be able to like mount TVs and assemble furniture. Assembling furniture is not my favorite thing to do, but it's easy enough to do. And then we do handyman work. We do I want to be able to just like advertise everything. Some places, like I think TaskRabbit's really more for handyman people, so you focus on that with them. But I don't want to have too many different things in every which location. But I know I need to advertise. I just need to find out what the best opportunity for me to do so. So I did not go with either of those companies. I went with Angie Lee's, and they were just a nightmare, and I canceled my thing. They didn't even cancel it. So I'm waiting until Monday to see if this other company gives me my money back. If not, then I'm going to just dispute both charges. I'm getting rid of my credit card and debit card, and I'm going to get a new debit card so no one can touch my money. And that's that. So what I also did is I got fully insured. So I got an insurance for liability insurance. So now I can go into anybody's home, and I have up to a $2 million policy to, people like when you say you're insured. And that's what we do. So I've gotten insurance. I've paid for insurance. I've gotten an 8-piece set of, I got an 8-piece tool set. So it came with like a drill. It came with 2 different types of drills. It came with, a sander. It came with this, that, and the other thing, and a saw, and a couple of different types of saws, 2 different types of saws, and I paid under $300 for it. So that was really good, and it was a Craftsman's. So, and it came with 2 batteries. It came with a bag. It came with all kinds of stuff. It came with 2 bags. It came with all kinds of stuff. So, really psyched. So then the next thing I did was, this week, I went and I got a storage unit. So I used my money that I've been saving up for a storage unit. And it's really good. It's just a 5x5. It's where I can put my tools, put the ladder, put any little knickknacks that you get through the business, when you're going to customers, and you got to take some stuff. They want to give you some stuff so you can use it in somebody else's place. And then just little knickknacks or whatever. When I want to buy TV mounts, I can put them there, and not have to have all this stuff at my house. So it was just a really good investment, and it's something that I wanted to be able to do as long as we keep working. So that's the big thing, is as long as there's jobs, but at the same token, even if there's not jobs at some times, but you have jobs on other times, my SSI can at least pay for the storage unit, so it's covered. So that's not bad. It's right down the street from my house. It's very easy to get to. I mean, literally less than a mile away, which is perfect. You know, I just bought like a bunch of water. I stored all my water there, so it's not in the house. And yeah, that. So, let me make this into a part 3, because like I said, I like to try to stay to about 15 minutes so I can load these up pretty decently, you know. So, let's just do a part 3, and we'll go from there, okay? So, let me real quickly just show you my tree. And then my friend gave me these. So we got the houses. So yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like down below. Feel free to leave me any comments. And don't forget to check out part 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here in part 3.